Morning, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Graybeards. My name is Wayne, and to my left over here is Bud. How you doing this morning, Bud?
I'm doing pretty good, man. For whatever reason, I can't see.
I
I
don't
don't know
know.
what happened overnight. Something
Yeah,
went
you might
horribly
want to
wrong.
might have to get them things.
My windshield wipers don't work.
My cousin messaging me just now.
Oh yeah,
My
you probably want
cousin,
to hop on.
he sent me the weather looks bad, really bad. Hunker down.
Yeah, they claim it's gonna be something
Yeah,
something serious.
yeah. I'm in the middle of the show, right? It was my cousin. The weather's bad. I can hear a rumbling in the background. You said it was pretty bad down there where you're at.
Yeah, man. I hear the rain hitting the side of the house.
My
So
apologies, everyone. Not,
yeah.
you know, I guess we'll catch up on some news first, and then we'll talk about uh, bicycles growing up, man. I'll tell you, I'll give my experience. I know you. We might have talked about this before. I can't remember if we had or not, but
Hmm.
we were talking earlier. I guess they're getting those people off of that space station up there finally.
Yeah.
I guess they were up there
Well,
for like 9 months.
yeah, it was supposed to
That,
have been relieved like um 7 months ago.
yeah, I'm
And
like,
Biden, I'm sorry, Biden lovers. I'm not trying to criticize him, but something ticked him off from what I heard through the grapevine, and he was like, "Nah, leave him up there. We'll get him later." You
yeah,
know
I
what I'm
guess
saying?
I guess that I heard too. I can't confirm this because I don't believe half the stuff that these so-called journalists are putting out. But Musk had offered to go and get him months ago, and the previous, I use the term previous administration turned him down for
Yeah,
whatever reason. He turned him down. I don't know why they turned him down. I don't know. It don't make no sense to me. You
I
know.
don't know. Probably because he bought Twitter or something that probably offended somebody. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? He was like, "No, we're not going to use you." But there's other billionaires. I mean, they could have. Well, I guess they had to start from scratch. Elon was
Yeah.
already ready to go. You know. But
Yeah.
yeah, man. So that but as security forces, if you 5 minutes late to report to your post, bro, we mad. 8 months? You got to
Yeah.
stay on post for 8 months
That
longer?
it don't make no sense, man.
That's crazy.
I mean, those people are gonna have to deal with some physical stuff, I guess, from being in space that long. That your bone density or something, those out there can correct me in the comments. I know there's some issues with their physical that they can end up having some physical issues,
They probably gonna
severe
get
physical.
cancer, man. All the radiation they're exposed to up there. Sunlight, sun rays, X-rays, whatever. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think
And
there
how
is
much
as
they
much.
get paid? How much do an
Obviously, ain't
astronaut
as
get paid?
bad as what everybody says it is.
You said what? It's not as bad as they said.
Well, they keep talking about that, but the
Man, 8 months?
yeah,
Dude.
it does make a difference.
Hey man. Hey dude. Y'all gotta stop playing around after guard mount and just come to post, man.
Mhm.
What's going on, dude? 8 months? You understand? Oh my God, Lord. Hey man, I wish these cats get back. You heard that they got them, right? Is that I didn't hear that. I didn't hear that they've actually.
I think they did. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I'm
Yeah,
pretty
was it a
sure they did.
changeover? Did some new astronauts hop out and all right, guys. Do they have to do a
It's
proper
like post
changeover?
change from back in the day. You know, we would be waiting to post it. You know, remember on the radio they would say
Yeah.
that we were waiting for him to. We were all happy that a relief was coming. You know, and then we were like, "What's taking them so long?" You know, it's like there's
Yeah.
always this dang on
Yeah.
mirror thing. Hear me just messing up my hat.
Man, you look great.
But
But yeah, man, that's crazy. You know, after 8 months, I probably wouldn't do a proper changeover with these cats. I'm like, look, man, it's all here. It's all here, bro. Take my word for it.
but you used to
I-
get to know you knew everybody that was on the flight that was coming out to relieve you, and you built
yeah,
some trust because you got burnt. Because you know you knew who you could trust when and I use the word trust that they
yeah,
ain't trying to screw you over. But there was always those things that I always checked anyways. I don't know about you. I always made sure if I was getting in a vehicle, I made sure the vehicle wasn't screwed up because I wasn't paying for no vehicle damage, you know.
yeah. Back in our day, now they would actually make a joker pay. They would be
Mhm.
like, yo, we're gonna take this money out of your check. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
they don't even do that no more. But I'm talking about these astronauts. I'm like, if I've been on post 8 months, I'm just jumping in the spaceship and I'm off this month. No, I'll probably run into a Wayne Krebs up there. Hey, dude, your 1800s not signed for this vessel. You ain't
Yeah,
signed off for this mug in 6 months.
yeah, definitely be an issue, you know.
Man, that's crazy as heck. That's too funny. Except for it's true. That's the only bad thing. I'm sorry, guys. And then you just enlighten me that our NASA program is like it basically non-existent.
Yeah, it really
We
is. I
went up
mean,
there, NASA was here, and now NASA's like, you know what, we're going. We're turning it over to whoever.
well,
What?
even
I
when they
mean,
went up, I think even when they went up there, the again they called the rental rocket company in Russia. You know, hey, give us a lift. You know, that was. I'm assuming there was some agreement with Russia to provide this transportation to and fro. Um,
that's crazy. I mean, we're dealing with our number two enemy. China's number one. I guess Russia's number two. But we do deals like that.
when was Russia our enemy?
Can you remember the Cold War? You remember
Oh,
that thing? You remember?
you mean the Soviet Union? That was USSR. That's a whole. Those are that's
So
that don't exist no more.
since that thing dissolved, Russia was like, it wasn't us, it was just those other guys. It was those guys, the Ukraine and Czechoslovakia, all
Well,
those
they were all
those
part of the
nations.
Soviet. They were part of the Soviet Union. I'm just
Yeah.
saying that Russia is not the same country. It's the same geographical location, but
Hmm.
I mean, obviously, there's probably, they were happy to get rid of communism over there. It's not really a form of
Oh,
communism.
really?
Yeah.
So that's dang, man. Thanks for waking me up. So, yeah, I've had that old mindset, man. I've been thinking this since
Yeah. Right.
1991.
Now, I mean, it's still an authoritarian type government, obviously. There's been some, you can't, the Russian people are not the same, they're not being forced into, socialist ideas per se.
Wow.
They're not, there's still that fear there, I'm sure, the Soviet is, like I said, the communist aspect. They had a parliament, they had all this stuff. Um, I think they have a constitution too of sorts. I'm not real familiar. I'm not overly versed on the whole Russian government, but it's not like the
I
United
got you,
States.
man.
They're supposed to have elections and all that stuff. So, but
As this sand drains, my memory is coming back.
yeah,
Holy smoke, dude. Dang, I've been in a time warp. all this time.
Well, we lived that life, growing up. Uh,
I didn't
I don't
change
know
with the
when
times.
when did Reagan tell him tear this wall down, right? That was the
Yeah,
downfall.
that was like in 80, let me see.
Seven,
Reagan,
88.
Reagan, yeah, it was 80 something. Mr. Gorbachev, tear down this wall.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah,
then next thing I saw some dude with a sledgehammer out there hitting this darn
yeah.
wall in Western Berlin
Well, I
or
think that
Eastern Berlin.
they wasted so many of their, you know, resources fighting the capitalistic, warmongers, the U.S. and Europe, NATO, and all that. So, I mean, I think it really came down to financial. They were, sort of where we're at on a precipice of, you know, financial failure. Um,
Yeah, we just print money, man. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Some hamster on a wheel just printing money.
yeah.
You know what
Well, and
I'm
you
saying?
had you had the mentality is that we'll just make more, right? They're just out there. Here's some money
Yeah,
for you. Here's some money for
yeah,
you. And really, the people that the ones that are take the brunt of that is the middle class and you know the working the working man, woman, or they them, whatever, that were paying taxes.
man.
And again,
That's a lot of freaking money. We've went over $36 trillion.
I think it's around there somewhere. I haven't looked at the.
$36 trillion.
Yeah. Is it really? Is it really, or is it just digits on a spreadsheet? I don't even know. I mean, I can't. You can't even fathom what $36 trillion look like. $36 trillion bills out there.
They
You
said for
know,
1 trillion, you could stack a single dollar bill, a trillion stack dollar bills will reach to the
not.
moon. Yeah,
I don't know about that.
that's what they
That
say.
I don't know.
That's a
I mean,
lot.
maybe because we can't get to the moon. Apparently, some people believe we can't get there.
Hey, man. Hey, that's where I'm at now. I mean, this dude was out in space for 8 months.
Yeah, I don't know
Space.
how they're surviving all that radiation and
How much
everything.
toothpaste can an astronaut eat? Because
How much the toothpaste on the you making that tube of toothpaste just
yeah,
what
I
they have
mean,
to
back
do,
in
yeah,
our day, that's what they told us that
Yeah.
astronauts ate was toothpaste.
It's like how many food packets are on the international?
I
They're not up
know.
there. They're not up there raising chickens and stuff, and they may have some hydroponics where they can grow plants. Maybe I don't know.
Man, I that blows my mind, dude. I
They're
don't
out
even
there
know if I can.
eating. They're out there growing rutabagas and stuff, and that's their sole source
I
of
don't know if I would
diet.
trust eating a space plant. You know, I don't know,
Well, yeah, I don't
dude.
know.
That's crazy. I can't wrap my head. I'm gone, man. You just made me realize a lot of folks just been listening to me talk. They're like, this dude have absolutely no knowledge of what he's talking about. You don't even know.
You don't even
It's
know.
just been, hey, I appreciate you guys out there. I really do. I mean, y'all listen to the old dude talk about some gibberish. This dude, hey man, you think the Soviet Union is still in effect? He think communism still exists?
Yeah, I
He
really don't.
don't even know, bro. He's locked in. He's one of them dudes. He should be pushing a cart with a green field jacket on
Well,
around the
that
outsides of Walmart.
well, when you think about it, that's the way we were, programmed, if you will, for a lack of a better
But
term.
at least you knew it was over with, man. You knew you were like, look, hey, wake up. Come
Well,
on, come back.
I forget what it was. You had said in something before. You was like, I'm old school, man. That they're always going to be the Soviet Union,
Yeah,
oppressors of the people.
but they're not. I mean, dude, I've stereotyped these dudes for decades. You know what I'm saying? When I think of a Russian guy, I think of Dolph Lundgren. I will break you. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking that dude all this time.
Yeah.
And these dudes are like, we have these Russian guys bring out, equipment. A lot of those guys have been from Russia. I'm from Russia. You know what I'm saying? Well, he probably talk just like I talk. But in my mind, it's that kind of language that comes
It's
out of his
Dolph.
mouth.
You're hearing Dolph, you know.
That's what I hear. But that dude talking to me because my mind is so locked in. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? He's probably like, yo, cuz, what up? And I'm like, yeah. But when it gets to my ear, I will break you. I am Russian. Oh my God. I'm sorry. I apologize, Russian people,
But there's a
for
lot
my
of people.
ignorance.
Well, there, again, it's just a kind of talk about, doing post change, and we were relieving some,
Yeah.
that we knew we could trust. You weren't as thorough on the changeover, right? Well, we can't get out of that paradigm. When there's no paradigm shift from Soviet Union to Russia. A lot of the old hats think that they're going to do or be the same as it's just, I'm afflicted with this, this,
Hmm.
you know, everybody's stereotyping,
Facts. I'm like a dude from the Appalachians. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? And they
Yeah,
might even be the James. You know what I'm saying? Them dudes probably got cars and stuff now. But
but there's still probably pockets of people that will fit the stereotype in one's brain, right? Where there's still going to be pockets of the old Soviet mentality, I'm sure, but um, it is that's just how people are going. They don't want to change that paradigm. The paradigm shift is not going to happen for them.
never thought I'd be one of them dudes. I'm one of them dudes. I'm
We all
one.
are. We
I'm
all are.
still
We
like me.
are. A lot of us are stuck in the '80s, right? With music that we listened to in the '70s and '80s.
You
Because
know,
that was the what we were doing.
kung fu probably done changed. You know what I'm saying? We probably do karate.
Mhm.
If I do a karate chop, they were like, dude, that is so retro, bro. What are you doing? Stop.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm out here break dancing and stuff. They're like, bro, where you been? Come back. Hey, we're doing other stuff now.
Yeah.
Oh my God. This for me, this is the best show because this is the age of enlightenment. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? This is like Martin Luther breaking away from the Catholic Church. So, you know, it's crazy. The Renaissance. Oh my goodness. But yeah, man, earlier you had mentioned about your first bicycle, man.
Mhm.
And I was telling you, bicycle. Okay, focus.
I still
All right.
remember it, man. It was a very big deal for me, my first new
It was huge.
bicycle. Mhm.
It was big, man. A bicycle. I don't know if my daughter can ride one. Don't
Yeah.
know. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a big thing, man. It was like a stepping stone,
Well, are people buying bicycles for their kids? I don't see, we used to go, I mean, that was our only way to get around was a bicycle, right? In the neighborhood or what have you. We didn't have nothing else, right?
There are no kids in my neighborhood riding bicycles, bro.
No.
They're in golf carts. I was shocked. These dudes, I mean, well, yesterday, a gang, I'll just call it that. I don't even know what they call a cluster of people these days, but I'm gonna use the term.
A pot of the
You know what I'm saying? A gang used
yeah.
to it meant different things when we was kids. It didn't mean I'm finna go rob somebody or something. A gang. Hey, that's part of his gang. So anyway, it was a gang, several young people in a golf cart
Yeah.
riding around the neighborhood.
I,
I was like, wow, dude. and the golf cart had like rims on it and music.
Yeah,
They
this
was
ain't
having a
no.
good time.
Yeah, this was no golf course golf cart. It's like,
Hey man, hey, dang, that's crazy. This
well, and
dudes
that's
was
what,
right
and
on.
we talk about people um having obesity issues, right? We do, man. There were no fat kids back in my day. There were some that were heavy, but if you wanted to go somewhere, you was riding my bicycle. Wasn't there a song, "Ride My
That,
Bicycle"?
it could
You
have
know,
been. I
we,
can't remember it right
you
now.
know,
But yeah, we rode bikes, man. It was at least 7 or 8 of us. We had a
yeah,
little bike gang.
we walked
And
to school sometimes. I mean, for the most part, I walked to school. So
yeah, our school was so far away, we had to take a bus.
yeah.
But every after we would come home, eat the bologna sandwich, watch the Flintstones and the Jetsons,
Mhm.
and one other cartoon, Batfink, and then we would go outside.
The old Bat Fink. I seen a bunch of old cartoons. That's funny you say that.
Yeah, man, watch Batfink, and after that went off, some adult stuff started coming on. We went on outside and start riding the bike. You know what I'm saying? We just ride to our friend's house or whatever, and we just ride and talk. You know what I'm saying? We wouldn't ride wide open. We just kind of hanging out, just riding. Hey man, you want to go down the trail? You want to go here? Yeah, and we just talk about school and talk about somebody at school or one of the teachers. And somebody hit Mr. Johnson in the face with a pie. I'm like, a pie? A pie? I'm thinking a pie that, like you see mugs. No,
Yeah,
it was one of those oatmeal pies. A student threw an oatmeal pie and hit Mr. Johnson in the face. I'm like,
yeah,
what the heck? Who would do that?
that's great. I mean, the
But
things
that's
that
the kind of crazy stuff that would go on. You know what I'm saying? Of course, that
yeah,
mug got a paddler. Okay, but it was fun. And the substitute teachers, man, they used to take. That was a chance for students to get back at teachers. They would take it out on the substitute teacher. I don't know where they got these dudes from, man. Substitute teachers were like the geek of teachers, right? They
oh
dressed
yeah, yeah.
weird. They was not cool. They was just weird. Like they was lost. They was like me, lost in space. You know what I'm saying? I would make a great substitute teacher.
Yeah, because you'd be like opening. Well, I say you would open up the book and you
Yeah,
had they had classes that they had to cover in class, right? They had like I don't know what you call it, a syllabus, I guess, that they had to cover for the day.
yeah, that's a
Teachers
good
are
word.
supposed to follow that,
Yeah.
but I mean, I lived in the city, so we weren't, talking about riding bicycles. I I remember my mom, when she gave me, we always had the hand-me-down bicycle that my older sister used to learn how to ride, and then I think she got a bicycle. I don't know. I don't remember exactly if she got a bicycle, her own bicycle. That wasn't. All I know is I got her old bicycle, which was, I don't even remember what it was. If it was a
You had a
I don't.
hand-me-down bike? Is that what
Yeah,
you said?
yeah, we had a hand-me-down. That we all learned how to ride on, I guess.
They had girl and boys bicycles, right? There
Hmm.
was, yeah. And you can tell, I don't know how females feel about that. You know what I'm saying? Or how men feel about it. Now, it was weird because the boy bicycle basically would be more suitable for a girl. And the girl bicycle would be more suitable for a boy.
Well, it's like, yeah, because they would, what do you
You had
call
that
it? They
bar,
had,
right? I'm like,
that, yeah, the girls were supposed to be wearing dresses, so the dress had somewhere, I don't know.
okay.
I have
Yeah,
no
that makes
idea,
sense. I didn't know it was for the dresses, but it makes sense. It does. Okay, that makes sense.
because
The
they were,
dress.
they were supposed to move. This is my thought. They were supposed to move their leg through that, and not
Yeah.
lift their leg over the back of the bicycle.
Okay.
And it's sort of like women when back in the day when they were riding horses, they rode side saddle
Hmm.
because they didn't, I don't know, they had
Okay.
some weirdness about them wearing pants, right?
Yeah, it was. That was a thing, man. It was part of the religious movement in
Yeah,
America. You know what I'm saying? Culture. Women couldn't do a lot of things because, it was not, it just wasn't considered good. Smoking, don't smoke.
yeah,
Don't chew
smoke, no,
tobacco. Wear
yeah,
dresses.
yeah. And
Don't
that's
cut
the
your hair.
thing. But I was very, I mean, I remember that very much. I went to the bicycle shop. I didn't go to a box store to get my bicycle. I don't know where. My mom asked me what I thought about it, and I was like, oh, pretty nice. I liked the, she asked me which one I liked. I didn't know I was getting a bicycle, if you will.
Uh-huh.
Um, but I got to pick. I remember it very distinctly. And you told me your bicycle had white walls and a sissy
It
bar,
did.
and yeah, did it have
It
the little
did.
shift? Did it have the shifter in the middle?
Yeah, it had the shifter in the middle, man.
Dude, you had one of them Schwinn. You know, the bikes are really collectible today.
Yeah. I sent you a picture before, man. I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah. You had the big. You had the. They called them a Stingray, I believe.
I'm not blind.
What was wrong?
The darn light, the light was turned down on my computer. I thought I was going blind. I was like, oh my God, what is going on? Jada. Couldn't
Jada
see a
turned the
darn thing.
light down. She was in there, so you didn't know she was in there. Is that what you
I
said?
thought, yeah, I'm punishing her. She done punished me. She got me back. Teenager. She's like, this old dude. This old dude. I got him. Hey, look, stop having kids after 35, okay? Any young listeners out there, don't have it. I was 42 when Jada
Yeah.
was born. I'm
I was gonna say, I think when I was 30,
43. Yeah.
my youngest was born in 97, so that would have
Mhm.
made me 32.
Yeah, that's good, man. At 35, you might want to hang it up
Yeah.
because your kid's gonna be getting away with a lot of stuff. So she got me.
But you just
She
think as
made me
a
think that I was blind. I was like, I can't see anything. I can't see. It was totally winging the show.
yeah, well,
Totally.
we got about 7 minutes before
God
Zoom
darn,
kicks
man.
us off anyways. Maybe someday we'll figure that out. The sands to the hourglass.
This is
So
a lie. Okay. I've said this on the show before. It takes about 15 minutes. See, I would be to forgot how many times I done turned this mug over. I'll lose track of time using this darn thing. I need a true hourglass. Okay. Like
but we
Benjamin
only
Franklin.
get Zoom only allows us like 38 or 30, and we spent a couple minutes while you were trying to figure out. I think we spent 5 minutes trying to figure out your computer settings because your background's missing,
It's
and
gone. Everything's
no,
gone, man.
yeah,
I'm gonna start locking this door.
I just locked
Man, I
all
had
the
a crazy
computers.
dream last night. I dreamed, man, that we was at Kyle's house. We were at Kyle's house, bro.
Oh,
And we was talking about cooking out or something. And
I ain't
I
never
was like,
been to
yeah, there
Kyle's
was some
house.
kid. I don't know who kids they were, but they was over there. There's some kids over there. They was playing football, and I was tossing the football to them. You know what I'm saying? And then I woke up. It
Mm.
was weird. But we was at Kyle's house. It was
That's
weird,
weird
dude.
in itself. Be at Kyle's house. You don't take kindly trespassers.
I know. That's totally weird.
He didn't even
But it's
allow. He
in
didn't
news.
even allow his sister and brother-in-law to come over.
That's insane.
Yeah,
But
they can't just
yeah,
show up. And I'm like, what?
yeah, you got to be pre-announced, man.
Yeah, it's like
Pre-announced.
you
It's
better have a
amazing.
reason to be.
He got them bad was trained though. Hey, did you
Mm,
call Kyle? No, I didn't call him. You didn't call Kyle. You never called him yet. He's gonna be mad.
mm.
Dang. And they probably don't even know. He probably got a big sign out there. You're entering Kyle's territory.
Well, if they watch the show, they know now.
Ah, dang. Wow, what an enlightening show. I mean, in many ways. I mean, in many ways, the show. Thanks,
Yeah.
Wayne.
Well,
Thanks for
it's
reeling me.
I don't know
Yeah, man.
everything, but I know
You
of
do know
little
stuff,
nothing.
man. Hey, dang,
But yeah,
bro. I
I would have killed the only, talking about these bicycles, man, this is a big deal because I remember would love to see, I had friends that had those fancy bikes, the Stingrays. That was a Schwinn.
yeah. So yeah, it was a swing. It had the fenders. It had a fender over
Had
the
a kick up,
tires.
it had a kick up in the back, probably in the fender.
Yeah, man.
Beautiful.
Had the silver fenders over the tires, and then it had a I guess you could call it a fender that guard the chain. It had a little thing
Mm,
that protect
chain
the
guard,
chain,
yep, yep,
chain guard, white wall
yeah.
tires, a little shifter down between your legs. You could shift gears and stuff like that. That had several sprockets on the back tire. I guess it was two or three. When you shift gears, it
Mhm.
would go to a different sprocket.
You probably had that slick tire in the back. It was like a drag
No, I didn't have
racing.
that one, man. But one of my friends, a buddy of mine in the neighborhood, had that big, that kind of fat tire on the back that was slick. His was a 5 speed. Mine was a 3 speed. He had that slick tire. I guess it was made for doing like what we would call hook slides.
Mm,
And some kind of one of the guys had their shifter hooked up to the brakes. It didn't shift, but it would brake. So he would push that thing and it would lock the wheel up and you could slide. We used to have competitions, who could make the biggest slide skid mark or whatever.
yeah,
It was it was all based on how fast you could pedal your bike.
yeah.
But yeah, I don't know if you remember, I got in a fight with my brother. I know we're running out of time, but he says, "Hey man, I bet you can't jump this ditch with your bike." You remember me telling you about that?
I don't remember you telling me, but I think you may have mentioned it. I don't remember it, but
Yeah, man. This dude was like, "Hey man, I bet you can't jump this ditch with your bike." I'm like, "What you gonna give me if I do?" He says, "I'll give you my Johnny West toy." Johnny West was it's a cowboy
oh
action figure, right? So I like, cool. I says, if I don't jump it, I want that.
yeah. Or if you
Okay. I
do
mean, if I
jump
don't, I'll give you Geronimo. If I do it, and he was like, cool, let's do it. So I got to the edge of the driveway. I took off,
it.
pedaling as fast as I could. Boom, I hit, I landed, I made it. The handlebars went down because they went like that, man. They went all the way
Yeah,
down. It was down there by my knee.
yeah.
The chain popped off, and my handlebar was crooked at the same time.
But
But
you did it.
I made it. So I kind of dog paddled my bicycle over to where he was at. I said, "Hey man, I made it, bro. Give me the toy." He
No,
was like, he
no.
says, "We didn't shake." Oh my God, the dude said we didn't shake. And that was a thing back in the day. To confirm a deal, you had to shake hands.
Yeah, we were gonna fight.
Otherwise, it was invalid. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And cat said we didn't shake, man.
Yeah.
So because I was older than him and bigger, I seized his toy. I strong armed that cat. And I walked
All
over
right.
to where the chimney was. I flung that thing so hard against the wall. The arms popped off. It popped off. And the legs, because everything was held together by it was a spring on the inside. Yeah, okay, I got you.
Yeah. Hey, we're about out of time, everybody. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. If you feel, give us a like. Leave a comment, man. I like the comments. I suppose that's for the algorithm. If you like what we're talking about, share it with your friends.
I
Have a good
echo
one.
that motion.
Yeah,
Take
man.
care. See y'all next week.
Take care, everybody. Have a good one.